Hi, this is a project that I started last year in 2021. The plants kept on growing. I wasn't teaching, and I had to figure out how to get the information out there because I'm asked all the time about how plants work. So I decided to videotape what I do from last year. And I started with the seeds, growing the plants from the seeds, putting them in the garden, tending them as plants, harvesting the plants, storing them, and making all kinds of herbal preparations. What you see on this table is the preparations that I made from the plants that I grew in this small demo garden that I have. It's a small garden. It's only 3 by 10, and you can grow so many plants in such a small area because people always think that you need to have a big area. You do not for a garden, an herbal garden. It's not like you're growing vegetables where you need a lot of space and you continuously harvest. That's not how it works with the plant world, the herbal plant world. You don't need that many plants. You don't harvest that much. You harvest actually a small amount for what you will use for the coming year. The biggest question that I've been asked through my years of doing this is, people will look at me, they'll point to a plant, and they'll say, what's it good for? So this is my attempt to get the information out there about what these plants are good for. I will tell them what's it good for, and by the third plant, they don't remember a thing I've said. I have divided up these plants into categories so that it's easier for people to understand, because plants work specifically with different body systems. So my first category would be this. This is my nutritional category. My second category is herbs that are good for the digestive system. The second category is my nervous system herbs. And then I have a lot of stuff here for skin because I make a lot of skin products because it works great. Then I have my sick herbs right here, which is probably where most people get involved with the herbal plants, because these are very effective ways of getting better from a colds and flu. And you don't want to forget your culinary plants, because if anything, that's where you should be growing plants to harvest for better tasting food. Most of the preparations you see on this table are dried preparation, and that's probably how I use them the most. But you use dried preparations in many ways. You use powdered. You can put these in capsules, or you don't. You can put them in smoothies. I have the alcohol preparation, which is, they're called tinctures or extracts, which are very popular. These are in big jars, but usually in stores you see them in the 1 ounce bottles with a dropper. That's usually how they're sold. And then I have a lot of herbal oils. I make a lot of herbal oils by just using oils and putting the fresh herbs in them and letting them steep. It's a very effective way of using plants. Then this is what they call a salve, and that is really an herbal oils, combination of herbal oils and beeswax, and it's easier to apply to the skin. Then I have a liniment, which is used externally only, and I combine many herbs with witch hazel extract and alcohol, and to extraction of bug bites and poison ivy. And then I have, and this is the other thing I use for external. This is a bug bite repellent. These are all herbs that are very repellent for all kinds of bugs and insects.